Hey guys, welcome back. So I just hit rank 10 with Warrior. It's the class I'm going to be using to climb most of the way to Legend, possibly all the way, depending on how the matchups go between ranks 5 and 1. I played 2 arenas, which, if you didn't watch those on YouTube, those should be uploaded. At least parts of them, if nothing else. I went 12-1 in the first one. I went like 4-3 in the second one, so it kind of averages out to like 2 7-win runs. So with that, I opened like 6 packs in a row that were the bare minimum amount of dust I could have gotten. I didn't even get any of the changed commons that I could disenchant for full value, so I had to like spend 40 dust on my Harvest Golem and stuff, and my Blood Cell Raiders and Fairy Dragons. And 40 dust is like a pack for me. A rare disenchants for 20, all that. But yeah, if I said rank 10, I meant I'm level 10, not rank 10. So anyway, I just hit level 10. Let me change up the deck quick so that it's the optimal build. Normally I play this deck with one Leroy, one Lorewalker Cho. That Lorewalker Cho is sometimes Black Knight. It really depends. Since I don't have access to those cards, we're going to look for what the next best option is. And there's a lot of choices. If you're playing against a lot of Druid, cards like Execute and Spellbreaker become good. The Reapers go in for sure, though. So yeah, this leaves me with 2 slots. That Yeti was pretty impressive. I played it a decent amount while leveling this class to level 10. So that card kind of impressed me. Considering playing that, also considering just playing like Ooze. I'm not really sure what the best option is. Don't have a whole lot of options. I could also play Spellbreaker instead of Yeti just to get through taunt creatures, because those could definitely be a problem. I'm not really sure what the best thing to be playing is. I don't think it's Reckless Rocketeer. I think it's too many expensive cards. Berserker I don't have enough enablers for. Like, I don't have any ways to damage him myself, except just attacking stuff. So yeah, I guess that leaves me with Spellbreaker, Yeti, Wolf Rider, Shattered Sun, Novice Engineer, Amani Berserker, and Acidic Ooze. So, or Bluegill Charger. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could build the deck. I guess what I'm going to go with is at least one more 2-drop, I think. Let me try playing this one upgrade. Now that I have Arcanite Reaper, that card's going to be quite a bit better. It was decently impressive. Like, it's a fine card. This deck plays a lot of weapons. I mean, it plays Arcanite Reaper, Weaponsmith, and Fiery War Axe, so you're pretty much going to have one every game. So that upgrade's going to get you pretty good value. I mean, later in the game, if you get... sometimes you just have too many weapons to actually use all the durability before the game ends. So that kind of worries me about it, but whatever. Hopefully it doesn't happen too much. And yeah, I'm going to play one Ooze over the one Amani Berserker because, quite frankly, I'm streaming and a lot of people always play my deck card for card when like, it happens every time. I just get paired against my own stuff. So I'm going to try to, I guess, metagame against that. I also don't really have a lot of ways to, like, enraging Amani Berserker, so, yep. Acidic Swamp Ooze. I'll start off with this list. Might make some changes. Might put Yeti back in, because Yeti was pretty good. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so play mode. Going to ranked for the first time. This is going to be game 1 of Warrior. It took me about, I'd say, like 3 or 4 hours to play both arenas, get all the cards for this deck, and rank it to level 10 so that I could unlock Arcanite Reaper. Because you do need it at level 10, because Arcanite Reaper is a really important card for the deck. It's one of the better cards. Just need to get every basic warrior card that you can. I might actually lose to this if he's playing a lot of slow taunt creatures. It's pretty much the worst matchup. Still very winnable though. I'll keep these 2. Okay, that was one of the worst cards I could have seen, but that's okay. Hopefully I just see some 2-drop or 3-drop. That's all I really need. I have a couple draws to find it. Leopard Gnome wouldn't be great, but any 2 or 3 would be. There we go. Druids aren't too popular at lower ranks. So we don't really have to worry about that deck too much up until like some of the higher ranks. I don't know why this guy's playing so slow. His mulligan decision took forever. His turn 1 took forever. I guess turn 1 there was an option. He could have played coin and attacked Argent Squire if he wanted. This is why I play Fairy Dragon though instead of Oozes, because he can't just Wrath it right here. He has to have exactly Claw. Ooze can get Clawed or Wrath, so it's a lot easier for them to answer it early. Fiery War Axe is just going to attack him, I think. I don't understand why he didn't attack that, but I mean, you're going to see a lot of plays like that at lower rank. I'm not too worried about this game anymore. I drew a Fairy Dragon, which was huge, so I have a good curve. I drew a Harvest Golem, which was also huge. Yeah, I mean, it should just be a stomping at this point, because we snowballed out of the point where he can stabilize pretty much. Like, he can coin Keeper of the Grove, that would be his best play. Instead he has that thing, which is just, like, could not be less relevant. Okay, so I'm going to drop... I don't want to kill it with this, because then this would die to swipe. So I guess I'm going to Fiery War Axe. It's possible I should have played Heroic Strike first. I do think killing this is... Well, is killing that even correct? It's got to be correct. I don't like armoring up here. It's just safer to use the mana here now. Also, it makes my Mortal Strike worse. A lot of times it's best to just not even armor up. I'll play Upgrade, hit him in the face. And there's nothing I'm really worried about at this point. I think Keeper of the Grove would be his best card. That is not Keeper of the Grove. It's a card that dies to my onboard weapon, so... What is he coining? Claw? It's gotta be Claw, right? It's like the only card it could be, I think. I see. Just didn't want that coin. I'm not gonna armor up on purpose, just in case I draw Mortal Strike. I want to be at a lower life total. Not that it's gonna matter much, but it's just a good habit to get into. And it's good to armor up if you're playing against stuff like Hunter, but against Druid, like, I mean, they're not gonna race you. You want to be lower, because that 6 damage Mortal Strike is gonna be huge. Rank 25 is a lot of like new casual players, so I mean, you get games like this. It's all good. Everyone starts somewhere. I'm gonna run my face into this because it's a lot better against Starfall than attacking with both bubble guys. He only had 9 cards in hand when he coined. That's why I hovered over his hand to double check. Like, he wouldn't have skipped his draw next turn, even if he held it. Locked and loaded. Yep. Oh, Healing Touch, OP. So, I got what? 9. I think Nightblade made that lethal. Alright. Rank 2. So yeah, I mean, it's just like a quick game. Alright guys, so let me give you the TLDR version on how to play this deck pretty much. You want to mulligan your expensive cards, pretty much anything that costs 4 or more, in order to use all of your mana for the first few turns of the game. Drop some creatures quickly, and for the earlier turns, you don't want to be ignoring their guys. You want to be killing their creatures. You know, run your 2/3 into their 2/2. Run your Axe into the Harvest Golem, and then trade off your Argent Squire that's left over. Just make sure you get as empty of a board as you can early game. And from there, once you get to the later stage of the game, or if you're just really far behind, that's when you start ignoring creatures. Start throwing Burn at their face starting with turn like 5, 6, you know. If you're just so hopelessly behind that you can't possibly win, other than to dodge a taunt creature and go at their face, and do that. But yeah, that's a general strategy behind the Warrior deck. Board control early, go to the face late, and yeah, try to snowball that early lead.